Know how I do it. Today is Monday, August 21st. We did get through the storm last night. At least I'm speaking for myself. I'm speaking personal. Okay, so we did get through the storm last night. A lot of people know there's a hurricane watch going on in LA County or Southern California, throughout Southern California for the most part. I'm in LA, so we made it through okay. Just a lot of rain, not a lot of wind though. So they said tropical storm. It had downgraded, but a lot of flooding. I just heard that in and around Palm Springs, they may have closed off like the 10 freeway coming in and out of Palm Springs. That could have been because the water had washed away some of the roads or the freeway, the highway. I'm not sure. I'm just, like I said, this is just bits and pieces that I'm hearing, but a lot of water, which cause a lot of damage, roads being washed away, things like that in the mountains. So those are things that are going on. But here, right here in LA, where I live, um, as far as what I know, my neighborhood is intact. I haven't driven around yet today, but definitely, definitely something that, yeah, we did need to take serious. It wasn't something that was just, going to pass through without any incidents. Although, like I said, we came through pretty much unscathed, but that doesn't mean, the rest of LA County did, or the rest of Southern California did. So, but yeah, but my thoughts and prayers to those people that are going through some things there. Just, hey, keep your head up, and we'll get through this like we always do in California. And then also there's an earthquake too. There's an earthquake in Ojai, which is kind of north of LA as well. So a lot going on, a lot of natural disasters going on, if you will. But just keep it going though. But anyway, hey, this Russell of Hotels. I do these lives every single Monday through Friday. Today is Monday. Happy Monday or Happy Monday. I know a lot of people didn't want to go to work today or school. In fact, they did close down. At least my son's school. He goes to a Catholic school, so they closed it down for the day. They reconvene back tomorrow, but I'm not sure about LA County schools. They may have closed down as well just for the day, just to kind of sort some things out. But hey, there you go. But hey, but I have to do the live, right? So I still have to do what I got to do. So this is my daily check-in. Like I said, I do this every single Monday through Friday, around nooner, about noontime. So I'm true to that right now. It's 12:08. So yeah, and let me turn on the chat here. You guys can always make comments. I don't know why I didn't turn that on sooner, but please feel free to make comments if that's what you want to do. I appreciate it. Any questions or whatever, you can feel free to do that as well. We're live on YouTube and live on LinkedIn at the same time, simultaneously. Let me just make sure that we are indeed. I've been talking for 8 minutes. I didn't even check if we were live on LinkedIn, but we are. We are. So let's see. But when I come on and do these lives, I do have an agenda. I do have a couple of things I want to go over today, and they won't take long. So just be patient with me, okay? But yeah, like I said, this is a live check-in I do daily, and this is some of the suggestions. Oh, this is what I'm gonna talk about today. Hello from Connect. Oh, okay. All right. See, now we was gonna have somebody that's gonna say something. Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm not sure who that is. Let me see exactly who that is. A comment just came in from Miss Cheryl Rogers. I knew that's who it was. She's at Connect. It's a conference that actually starts tomorrow, I believe. It's a trade show conference that she's attending, and I was actually supposed to attend, but I had been working on a project, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to attend. Well, the project still in limbo, and I waited too long to register. So I mean, stuff happens. I can't make every show like some people can. I can't make them all, but Connect is definitely one of the ones that I would have loved to attend it, especially one in Minneapolis, because I know they're doing a lot of good things in Minneapolis. I know Cheryl's doing some things too, and I would have got a chance to see Miss Eliza Shepard, which I won't be able to see. She's doing some great things as well, within the meeting space and owning her own business and all that kind of stuff. So shout out to Eliza Shepard. So Cheryl, make sure you tell Eliza I said hey, and I was talking about her on air, or no, not on air, but this is my daily check-in. But I know a lot of people are there from California, so hey, safe travels, everyone. Everyone have a good time, and have a couple on me. Okay, I have a couple for me. Okay, Miss Cheryl Rogers. But anyway, hey, I just want to come on and talk about two quick things, and this has to do with digital marketing suggestions for independent hotels. I put indie hotels. People are like, what is indie hotel? Independent hotel. So I just shorten that. Okay. So that's what indie stands for. It stands for independent. So these, I just threw in about 7 digital marketing suggestions. I mean, I can give all the suggestions in the world, but we got to put in the work, right? So marketing analysis. In fact, let me get to my marketing analysis. Start by conducting a comprehensive analysis of the hotel's target market, including traveler demographics, preferences, and behaviors. This will help tailor your marketing strategies effectively. So these are things and this is all about independent hotels, right? The big brands, they got everything figured out, so we think, right? But we're only talking about independent hotels, those boutique-ish independent hotels. So market analysis is the first one. Number 2, online presence enhancement. What does that mean? Helps hotels optimize their online presence across various platforms, include their website, social media channels, and online travel agents, OTAs, like Expedia, Hotels.com, things like that. Ensure consistency in branding and messaging. So make sure everything is cohesive. Make sure everything that we have on one platform, the same information is on there, because sometimes, for whatever reason, we get lost. Things get lost. I don't know how things get changed, but I remember year after year, you go over and look at certain things on certain platforms, and things have changed. It's sometimes not even there anymore. Like it just disappeared, or the wording is wrong or bad or whatever. So make sure you go in and make sure it's consistent with each platform that you're on, because you want to make sure you're sending out a consistent, cohesive message to everybody, no matter what the channel is. Same message, okay? You're the same hotel, right? You're the same boutique hotel, independent hotel. So just make sure that message is consistent through all channels. Content creation. Develop high quality content that showcases the hotel's unique offerings and experiences. This could include engaging blog posts, videos, video tours, and user generated content. So, create some great content, right? So basically, things that I do, I throw in, video to kind of enhance what I'm talking about or enhance what I'm doing. I mean, this whole thing right here, if you look at the video, it's my star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, right? That's a promo. It's a promotional thing, right? It's all about your brand as well, right? So while I'm talking about some of these things. So this is all creating content. It's creating content for Russell of Hotels, but it's still creating content, right? So you want to make sure when you do videos, you're doing posting and blogging, whatever, you're talking about or you're showing your brand and what you're doing in the community or some of the highlights of your hotel. What's the story about your hotel? A lot of people don't know backstories about hotels. It used to be a bank back in the 1800s, or we use the vault for the bathrooms now. The restrooms, the public restrooms are now in a vault. That is the case with the Hotel Per LA, downtown LA. It used to be the Bank of Italy back in the early 20s. It was built in the 20s, so yeah, back in the 20s. And then the public restrooms are actually in the bank vault. I mean, that tells a great story. That's not on any other websites, though. I just happened to see that because I went to the public restroom, right? And you walk in there and like, this is a bank vault. This is cool as heck. I mean, so things like that, you have to make sure people know, because you never know what people like to see. It's not about you as a marketer. It's never about you. It's always about the other people on the other end that you want to persuade to come check out your hotel, right? So there you go. So just remember that. The next one, social media management. Craft a social media strategy that focuses on platforms relevant to the hotel's target audience. Regularly post engaging. You hear what I said? Regularly. That means more than once. Regularly post engaging content, respond to comments, and use social media advertising to reach a wider audience. You got to use social media. Everything comes back to social media as being a tool to reach more people, to get more engagement like this. Okay, I love when I get engagement. So thank you so much, Cheryl, for engaging just at least that one comment. I appreciate that, right? Because that's what it's all about. So we want to make sure we put out content that's engaging, that's getting people's attention, that makes them want to make comments, or maybe ask more questions about your particular independent hotel, or your the location that you're in, all that kind of stuff. So you want to make sure you craft social media strategies that focus on the relevant that are relevant to your target audience. So whoever that is, if you're going after the business traveler, if you're going after that bleisure market, that mystery market that everybody seems to try to find, or maybe just straight up leisure market, or maybe it's tour and travel. I don't know what it is, but you want to make sure you're targeting specifically for that group that you're trying to get in. Okay. And let's see, influencer partnerships. Now, everybody doesn't want to be an influencer. It's funny how, back, several years ago, everybody wanted to be influencers. Well, now people don't want to be called influencers. Oh, I'm not an influencer. I create content. Okay, that's fine. Whatever you want to call yourself, that's fine. But collaborate with travel. I'm going to call you a travel influencer or bloggers to create authentic content that highlights the hotel's amenities, experiences, and special offers. Influencers can help expand the hotel's reach and credibility. Yes, it can. But remember that you want to make sure you're aligning with influencers or content creators that basically utilize hotels like yours, boutique, independent. Okay. If you're a luxury hotel, that's fine because there's a lot of luxury influencers, right? But make sure you're aligned with the right people and they have the right followers for your hotel. Okay. Last thing you want is, okay, I'm a middle of the road hotel, but I bring in a luxury influencer. So say I'm a 3-diamond hotel, but I bring in someone that does 5-diamond. Okay, that's a 5-diamond influencer. Well, and then his or her followers are influence or 5-diamond people. Well, that's not going to work, right? So there's a conflict there. So you want to make sure that they are aligned with the hotel's values or who you're trying to reach. Okay, so I always say that, but I see time and time again people get into it. They get into bed with some of these influencers, which is great. But then when it comes down to, well, what did they produce for you? Well, they really didn't produce anything. Well, why didn't they? Because they didn't align with your same values. This is not just like, okay, one influencer fits all. It's not how it works, right? You actually have to vet them out, make sure you know exactly, okay, this is how we align, and let me know who the people that follow you. But you can, some of the stuff you can do the research on your own, but sometimes we just rely on them to do everything. But no, we can find this, we can vet people out on our own and see exactly who follows these people, okay? But we just have to take the time to do it. And I can say all these things, I can go through all 7 points, but we have to do the work, right? You have to do the work. Yeah, I can give you an outline on what to do, but at the end of the day, you got to do the work. You got to put in the work. You got to do the homework, okay? Email marketing campaigns. You know how we get all this information. We get everyone's email that checks in. Let's make sure we confirm your email. Is your email Russell at russellhotels.com? Yes, it is. Okay, but I never receive anything from the hotel. So make sure we're starting to use email campaigns. Create personalized email marketing campaigns that engage previous guests, showcase upcoming promotions, and encourage repeat bookings. The easiest thing to do is to get people back who have had a great experience. Okay, so let's capitalize on that. Let's send out. I mean, we get all these. Like I said, we get everybody's email. In fact, I signed up for this. I'm like I mentioned a hotel, but it's an independent boutique hotel. I signed up for it's like a what do you call it? A frequent stay program or whatever. So I signed up for it, right? I did it online, but I didn't get a response that it actually went through. Because normally, if you do something online, it gives you get an email saying that, oh, thank you for registering with this for this particular hotel. We'll send you information in the future. I didn't get anything like that, so I don't know if I signed up or not. So make sure we got to check and balance things. We got to check things and make sure they actually work. You ever gone to a website and it says, you click the contact button, contact us? Have you ever gone there and done it? If say I work for this particular hotel and I go to it from my email and type my information in there and see if it comes back to me or comes to the hotel and then it comes to me, I find it should come to this email right here, the info at Does it actually work? Do we actually do that? Have we ever called our 800 number to make sure somebody answers the phone and how they answer the phone? 800, like a reservation number. Have we ever called that number to make sure, one, that it does work, two, they're answering the way they should be answering it? Do we do that? I mean, we take a lot of things for granted. And then we wonder why certain things don't work because we don't test them out ourselves. We just assume, especially if you're taking over a new hotel. Let's say I'm a director of sales and marketing. I'm taking over a brand new hotel. It behooves you to check everything, to contact us. Make sure that stuff comes back to somewhere. Like you're getting, if I want to get that notification or those emails, I want to make sure they are coming to the right email address and I have access to that. So make sure we're doing those things. We're checking all those things. We're doing the check and balances before we, assume that the masses are receiving them. Okay. So just make sure we're doing that. So that's what I want to talk about today, other than tomorrow. You guys know it. On Air with Russell of Hotels, my live hospitality talk show comes on every Tuesday at 1 o'clock. That's PST. I have a guest tomorrow, Miss Martine Flowers. She's the founder of Smile Hospitality Incorporated. They're based in, of all places, Jamaica. That's why, I have to put that backdrop right there, because she's going to be, I'm not sure if she's going to be in Jamaica, but her hotel is in Jamaica. So what is Smile Hospitality Incorporated? A Caribbean-based sustainable boutique hotel repositioning firm. That's a mouthful right there, right? Let me read that again. Smile Hospitality Incorporated is a Caribbean-based sustainable boutique hotel repositioning firm. So we're going to talk to Miss Flowers tomorrow about exactly what does that mean, what does that entail, how she got started, what's her journey within this hotel hospitality space. We're just going to have a good time with her talking about it. These shows last about an hour, so make sure you tune in and check that out. And then I also put her email address at the, not email address, excuse me, her website. So you can check it out in the interim, right? So it's smilehospitality.co. That's right, .co, not com, .co. So you can check that out, right? So you can actually be ahead of the game. You do your research before, maybe some answers to the questions before I even ask. You know what I mean? I don't know. But anyway, I want to thank Miss Martine Flowers for agreeing to do this. Actually, she reached out to me. So she reached out to me and I said, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get it together. So yeah, so that's going to be tomorrow. So thank you again, Miss Flowers. I do appreciate that. And I look forward to that tomorrow. Once again, On Air with Russell of Hotels. That's my live hospitality talk show. She's going to be the guest tomorrow. That's tomorrow, Tuesday, at 1 o'clock PST. That's 1 o'clock here, and I believe that's 4 o'clock her time on the East Coast. So either she's going to be in Atlanta, or I think she has a office in Atlanta and one in Jamaica as well. So, but I think she's going to be in Atlanta, I'm pretty sure. But if not, whatever, it doesn't matter where she is. We're still going to do it. Okay. So, but anyway, I think that is it. I want to thank you guys so much for joining this quick little my daily check-in. Like I said, I do these daily, and I do appreciate that. And just know that I'm a brand show-off, right? So, I show off different brands day in and day out. This is Long Beach Skyline. This is like visitlongbeach.com. You can visit longbeach.org, I believe what it is. That's a destination here in Southern California. That last one right there is basically, it's showing off my brand, but it's definitely showing off brands. So that's what I do. I'm all about showing off not just my brand, but other people's brand. It's about creating content, that resonates with people. So you want to make sure that you are constantly, continually, putting out content, because you don't want people to forget about you. And that's what happens when you don't put things out on a consistent basis. They be like, are you still around? Or what are they doing now? That kind of thing. But if you do it consistently, people know and they start to expect it, right? They start to expect, like, I do these daily lives. People, when I don't do it, in fact, I didn't do it on Friday. Someone asked me, hey, did you do your daily live? I didn't see it. I didn't do it. Why didn't you do it? I'm like, well, because I didn't. Okay. I got caught up. Doing some other stuff, and I didn't get a chance to do it. But I will do it, 9 out of 10 times I'm going to do it, right? But yeah, so just be consistent, because people will grow to expect it. So yeah, so there you go. So that's it. You guys have a great day. Thank you again. It's 12:25. I got things to do. I got a long way to go and a short time to get there. I don't know why that song stays in my head, but anyway, you guys have a great day. Once again, Russell of Hotels. This is my daily check-in. I do this every day, Monday through Friday, around noon. I call them a nooner, right? So, and then I do my show on air with Russell of Hotels, which tomorrow, like I said, I have a guest tomorrow. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. And it's the same channel, same platform. That's LinkedIn. It's live on LinkedIn. It's live on YouTube. So there you go. Any questions at all, just make sure you guys send me a message. Instant message, DM me, however you want to do it. Russell of Hotels.